Dear friends, I'm back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is Glasgow Smile 2. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download it. Before we move forward, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. I do appreciate your help and support, so without further ado, let's just get started. I've already downloaded and imported the machine into the VirtualBox. Of course, if you have a problem to set up this environment with this machine, please let me know in the comment below. Without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. As you can see, first of all, I used the tool netdiscover to identify the IP address of the target as 254. Of course, you can use similar tools other than netdiscover. For me, I always use the netdiscover. If this cannot work, and then, for example, we can use like Nmap to discover hosts. Then I did the Nmap scanning with the usual options like sync scan, the version scan, the default script scan, and then I use the option of -p- to do the comprehensive scan. Maybe I can zoom in the terminal so you can see what's going on. And then I use the option of PN, uppercase P, not to do the live testing with the target, and then output the result into this file with the option of the ON. Of course, a map can support a different formats. For me, I always use the ON. And from the Nmap scanning, we can tell that the three open ports. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service or secure shell service, and its version number. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. The next one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, which is Apache 2. The next one is also used for the HTTP service and then the version information. And last one is the 8080. Of course, the state is filtered. So maybe this service is, or this port number is only accessible locally. Later we can check manually. So what we are going to do next, we need to do enumeration both manually and automatically for the HTTP service. Let's launch our browser to do the manual enumeration first. Because I configure its network adapter as host only mode, so it will take time to load up this site. And at the same time, we can access another port number, which is 83, which is not default port number. As you can see, this time we got, maybe I can close down and refresh. As you can see, I think the two applications which are running on different port number, I mean 8 and 83, are the same. As you can see, and also we can check the source code of this page, which doesn't reveal anything important. And then we can check whether this site has robots file. Not found. Similarly, we can check for the 83 port number. Not found as well. Next, we can use link to do the enumeration, automatic enumeration. And we can remove the port number. Let's press enter. Just I mentioned in the other video, Nicto is always my first tool to enumerate the web application because it can reveal a lot of information about the target. For example, like version information, the header information, and also can email out some common files or directories. If we come back to the result, from the negative, nothing interesting we can get. Next, we can use the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. Let's press enter. As you can see, I use the option of -u to specify the URL of the target. And then I use the option of W to specify the word list. And then I use the option of the X or extension to specify the extensions options. As you can see, we got some interesting information. This one, JavaScript always host or store JavaScript code. In most cases, this directory cannot be accessed directly, okay? And however, we got another text file, and maybe we can open up another tab. And we can use Q command to retrieve the content of this file. To do text. Not found. Interesting. Oh, sorry. To do no dash. As you can see, we got some interesting information left by the Joker. And we can zoom in the terminal. It will be much better. So remember to delete the file after you finish writing the batch automatic script. So maybe some scripts are running or is running at the background on the server. Do I really look like a guy with a plane? You know what I am. I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with the one if I caught it. You know, I just do things. Nothing very interesting except one knowledge about the automatic script, the bash script. So maybe, you know, normally when I use the option PHP HTML.txt, because here the author left, I think this must be some sort of hint. So maybe we need to make another directory enumeration, and this time we can specify the extension option for the sh. As you can see, we got the shell script, and then we can access this bash script. As you can see, it's downloaded, and I think I will not wait for this to be finished, and then I can move downloaded file from the downloads directory, and then we can get out this shell script. Yeah, Glasgow Smile to authentication script. So I think this script must have to do with the authentication, and the user password, the Glasgow Smile. So maybe this is another directory which we didn't discover by the GoBuster earlier, right? So we can copy this directory name and access. As you can see, we got the page back and submitted by admin. So this must be managed some sort of CMS, and we can log in. Of course, at this moment, we don't have any credentials. However, we can try to use some login bypass techniques. Which doesn't work. So we go back, And then we can check the source code of this page. So from here, we can tell that the target is running Drupal and the version is 8. So maybe, yeah, we can use such a sprite utility. And we can use keyword Drupal. Yeah, there's several exploits available. Even Metasprite has modules. So maybe just I mentioned in the other video, if you have already followed my channel, if the Metasprite has modules available, the Metasprite always the first choice to make exploitation. So we just launch our Metasprite console. At the same time, we can manually enumerate another port number 8080, right? To see what it's about. Yeah, it's loaded. And then we can search Drupal. Of course, you can try one by one. However, to save time of this video, I'd like to try this module. We can copy this module name and paste in here. And then we can leave the payload to the default one. So then we can show options. And then we need to set the local host to our Kali Linux. Maybe I need to get the information, the IP address of the target, or sorry, not the target, the Kali Linux. And the port number 2555. Set the remote host to Kali Linux this time. Set target UI target. And we just copy this directory name. I think the 8080 is not accessible because just during stage of a map we have already guessed that the target cannot allow access on the port number 8080 except the local user, okay, or except local access. So we just close down this tab, and here we can run. And this exploit doesn't require authenticated, so we just run to see yet the target is vulnerable, which is wonderful. Hopefully we can get the initial hold on the target. As you can see, it's working. Metapractice session 1 opened. And then what we're going to do next, all right, and then we can, for example, we can get the shell command session, and we can run ID, and we need to check the version of a Python to spawn the bash session. And then we need to do the local enumeration, for example, to make a lateral movement or escalate a privilege. We can navigate to home directory. The for normal users, can we? So far, yeah, we didn't have permission to do things under this directory. Get out. Permission denied. And then we go to reader user. Of course, at this moment, we cannot retrieve this file. Go back. So maybe, we can upload the NumPy shell script to do the automatic immersion, right? Which is much more efficient. So now we can go back to the, not go back, navigate to the temp directory. And then I can copy from my toSets directory to current working directory. And then we need to set up the web server locally to upload this shell script. And now we go back. Nimpiers shell script. And then in order to run this shell script, we need to make it executable. You know, this script, sorry, this bash script or shell script is so powerful for the privilege escalation because it can go through many different types of information about the target. For example, like username information, process information, SUID, binary information. As you can see, it's done. And then we can scroll back to the top to see whether we can find out some interesting vectors which allow us to elevate our privilege. So abundant information about the target. However, nothing. Yeah, we got the password, but this one is not very useful. I think so. We can continue our scrolling. Cron job information. Yeah, the several exploits on the target. So just I mentioned in the other videos, if the Nimpier shell script can discover some possible exploits, before we try to exploit this vector, for example, you can download the exploit from this URL or address. Before we try to do that, I'd like to try with Metasploit because Metasploit is much more effective. Okay, and now maybe we can open up another tab to utilize the advantage of a Metasploiter session. First of all, we need to generate the payload with MSF Vulnhub, and then we can MS Vulnhub. Maybe I can auto-complete this command, right? And I can change port number to 8666. Of course, this port number must be available or not occupied so far. So I'd like to auto-complete. Next, after we create the payload, as you can see here, we need to upload this payload to the target, and we can use web server by Python to upload. And then we need to make it executable. And then we can run this payload. Before I press enter to run this payload, we need to set up the handler first by Metasploit console. Maybe I can zoom in the terminal. So we can use exploit multi-handler. And then we have to set payload to this one. These two must be the same. And then we can show options. We need to set the localhost to our Kali Linux. And we need to set local port number to 666. Yeah, to match this one when we created the payload. And now we just run it. As you can see over here, the handler has started. Now we go back to this one. We press enter. Yeah, as you can see, we got the meta session, and we can background this session by pressing the key Control and Z, and then we can search suggester, and then we can use this post exploitation module, and then we can show options. We need to set localhost. No need. Set the session number to 1. Set session to 1, because for now there is just only one session, active session, and then we can run it. This post exploitation module or local exploit suggester will try to collect all feasible and workable exploits from the target. Why I like the Metasploit so much? Because this Metasploit or utility can do a lot of tasks automatically. The least amount of interference is involved. As you can see, running check methods automatically. One thing I'd like to point out for you is, yeah, these exploits a bit new. You know, if you consider this machine, it was created in 2020, I think so. Yeah, 2020. However, we just use this a bit new vulnerability and exploits for our purpose to get the privileged shell. All right, it's done. And then I think this one is the most preferable module we can copy, because from the result we can tell that this target is vulnerable. Other one appears to be vulnerable. And we can copy, and then we can use this module, and then we can show options. Set localhost to our Kali Linux. Set local port number to different port number. Set session to 1, and then we just run it. Hopefully we can get the privileged shell or access to the target. It looks like this module is working. Yeah, we give it a bit more time. Yeah, as you can see, Metasploit session 2 opened. And this session should belong to or owned by root user. And then we can get command shell session. As you can see, root, and then we can navigate to root directory. Do everything you want for this target. We can get out the root flag. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.